So let's start with the ingredients. First, you're going to need 1 thin crust pizza dough. You'll also need some blueberry preserves, a half a block of cream cheese, make sure it's softened, a little bit of milk, some powdered sugar, and you're also going to need some regular sugar, which I have separated into 3 Ziploc bags. I'll put about 1/4 cup in each. You'll need some food coloring, and I'm doing the traditional colors of purple, green, and yellow. And I almost forgot the most important ingredient of all, which is our little baby for the king cake. And in this case, I'm just going to use a little red bean. I also read that some people just use a pecan halve, so I guess that would work as well. Okay, so first we're just going to start by making our cream cheese filling. So you'll take a half a block of softened cream cheese. You're also going to need a half a cup of powdered sugar and a little bit of milk, about a tablespoon. I just kind of eyeballed it here. Then you're just going to take your hand mixer and mix this up until it's well combined. Okay, so once you have your cream cheese filling done, just set that aside. Go ahead and grab your pizza dough. I'm going to just roll it out onto a piece of parchment paper. This will just make it easier to transfer to a baking sheet whenever you finish. And in the meantime, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to, I believe it was 425 degrees. Whatever the package directions on the dough say is what I would set it at. Just go ahead and roll your dough out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to make it into a rectangular shape. And then once you have it how you want it, we're going to go ahead and cut it down the middle. I just used a pizza cutter. I found that to be the easiest way. Just make sure it's kind of even. Okay, so next just take your cream cheese filling. You're going to want to spread a light layer on each half of the half a dough. Does that make sense? Just make sure you don't do too much because it will kind of make the dough soggy and we don't want that. Okay, so next for our filling, we're just going to take those blueberry preserves. I just added a couple of tablespoons on each side to spread out. Just make sure you don't do too much because once again it will make the dough soggy if you do. Okay, so now that we have the cream cheese filling and the blueberry preserves spread out onto our dough, you're going to just want to fold the dough over, and then I folded it over again to try to create a log shape. Just try to press the ends of the dough together to form a seal so that filling stays in place, and then turn it seam side down as well onto your parchment paper. Okay, so once you have 2 separate logs, you're going to want to press the 2 ends of them together and then very carefully just kind of twist the dough on top of each other. It's going to kind of look like a braid at the end. Okay, now we have a nice little twisted braid. Go ahead and connect the two ends, and it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of press them together to form a seal. Alright, I totally forgot to put the stupid baby, aka red bean, in the king cake. So, we're going to try to manipulate it. Let's see. Okay, while the king cake is baking in the oven, we're going to make our sugar sprinkles. So, like I said, I have just regular sugar in these bags. I have about 1/4 a cup of sugar in each. So you're just going to add 1 drop of gel food coloring. So here's purple, 1 drop. And close your bag really fast. Look, there's purple. So we'll do the next two, green and yellow. So next we're just going to make our icing that drizzles on top. So I just have about 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of milk. And I forgot to show this in the ingredients earlier, but I am going to add 1 teaspoon of almond extract. You could also just add vanilla if you have that on hand. And then you're just going to stir this all together, and that's going to be your icing. Okay, so next I just grabbed a spoon and we're going to go ahead and sprinkle on our sugar sprinkles. I just did a pattern of yellow, green, and purple, but you can mix it all together if you want, or just do one color. It's totally up to you. And there you have it. What a beauty.